So we're here at Huawei, here at CB 2012. So what are you showing here?
What we're showing here basically is a single desktop client, provides a intuitive user interface that helps you and your organization to do your job in a better manner, to be more cost effective and to be a bit more productive, which is always a good thing for any type of organization.
So what is like? Is it on top of Windows or what is this?
It's a Windows-based client, but it also runs on a mobile version, on a tablet from Android or iOS or BlackBerry or whatever you have. It sits in most of the stores, like the App Store or the Android Store. If you download it, you get a login name and a password. It needs to log on to a system from us, but even from a mobile perspective, if you're in your car, if you're on the road or in the airport, the client provides you with intuitive systems and services that you need to do a job in a proper manner from a communications and a collaborations perspective.
So is it offices or is it also schools or what is this?
Basically, the client is like an empty interface that picks up specific functionalities which are enabled in the infrastructure. So as an example, a video system that in an office would be used for video conferencing, the same video system could be transferred to a remote office location or a distance learning or an e-learning environment where a big university is deploying it in a local office or a rural office.
So what's going on there on the screen?
Well, basically what you see here in the screen is a conferencing screen that you would get if you would activate the client and you would hit the conference button. This is an example how the whiteboard part of the conferencing screen is supporting you to share files and to share information with a broad group of people if you're in a whiteboard session. And the one on the left, which might be interesting to view with, we'd say this is an analog whiteboard, which usually everyone understands. We're adding an appliance that makes it digital. So what it does is, I'm going to write to you. So if I say hi, just with a regular pen, ink,
it's a regular pen.
It's a regular pen that sits in. The device around it supports the appliance here. It makes it digital, and everyone who sits in a conference and shares a whiteboard session sees my word hi that I wrote here.
Cool.
So if you zoom out a bit, you can see that actually what I'm writing here actually shows right here.
Nice. So what kind of other things can you do?
Multi-party conferencing, multi-party video, but from your specific camera perspective, that would be a bit difficult to tape because then we need to fan out from different sections and different parts.
So for example, just basic webcam, plug it in?
It's a webcam that's built in your screen, which gives you basic webcam facilities. If you want to have it more high definition like, you can add with built-in voice a camera of life size of others to make it more, intuitive. So it logs onto a presence server for telepresence and boardroom, conferencing rooms, etc., etc.
So this is a software solution you install on every PC that's part of the session?
Exactly.
And it could be anywhere in the world?
It could be anywhere in the world.
Or in the same room as well?
Or in the same room, or you connect rooms, you connect people, you connect teams, or you connect systems.
All right. And are there many features in there, or is it called Mimio?
No, it's not called Mimio.
Yeah?
It's not called Mimio. The overlay appliance, we gave it a name. It's like a subtitle. It's a Huawei eSpace. eSpace is basically the electronic version of your workspace, your home space, your remote space, your mobile space, your private space. It's a tool that enables you, as I mentioned in my introduction, to do your job in a proper manner, but it's an enterprise tool. In the personal environment, it's probably not going to help you that much because it's tailored to the enterprise market and to businesses, corporations. But it can be a small corporation, a freelancer or a consultant on its own, needing to collaborate with with the people that he works with, basically.
Are many people using this today?
It depends a bit on how you look at it. From a conferencing perspective, so the video part is, I think, broadly used all over the world. I think everyone in this area of technology understands what telepresence is about. That's what it is. If you look at a contact center agent, I think over 100,000 agents worldwide already are connected to our contact center. And from a phone perspective, I think we say about roughly over multi-million people already.
So there's a phone system?
It's a plain old phone system, but it supports, together with a client on your PC workstation, the bits and pieces you need to be more productive and cost effective. So if a person uses a physical desk phone, the feature and functionality are being ported and translated into a phone like this to understand what it needs to do the job in a proper manner. If you're a mobile worker, or if you're a teleworker or a commuter, you would probably be more helpful with, you know, tablets, smartphones, PDAs, where a client is ported onto, but still the functionality comes to that small device versus a big screen in your office.
So, for example, here you're running the app.
This is the app on an Apple device. This is the same app on a Huawei device. It could also be the app that runs on a tablet, and the tablet could be from any brand of any sort.
So what happens in the app? What do you do?
The app basically tells you the same things as it does in the client on a PC workstation. It tells you in your network who is online or offline, or who is in a meeting or available or unavailable. And by right mouse clicking the name, you get the opportunity to select your channels of choice, be that email, be that messaging, be that directly into voicemail, or give them a call and make sure that you're able to collaborate with them. You can add video to that same stream, so from the single client, you have a video conference, an audio conference, and a web collaboration session activated.
So how much does it cost?
Actually, the mobile app is free of charge because it's already available in the Android store and in the App Store, but basically it comes along with the phone. The phone and the telephone system itself, I think it scales in a number of user abilities. If you have a system of 100 users, fan it out over, or branched out in 2 offices, I think roughly around $250, maybe $300 per user, and you would have a full-fledged integrated solution.
Nice. So you buy the phone, including the software,
there you go,
including the apps, is just there.
There you go.
Everything's compatible.
Everything's compatible.
Not only Huawei phones, or other? Or...
Well, from a mobile perspective, we only care about the client, so the app can run on different mobile devices. From a phone perspective, you can imagine if you have a Huawei telephone system, it supports a Huawei telephone. A $10 SIP phone, which you can get anywhere, would give you basic phone functionality. But we, in all fairness, we represent Huawei, we prefer Huawei.